So, it's me, KC, and I just got through watching the Sony's press conference. Of course, I'm not as hyped as earlier because, everybody's here. I don't know who's asleep or not. And plus, it's like, 9 o'clock or 10 o'clock, and it's getting near that time. So let's make this short and sweet. First of all, they showed off Quantic Dreams game. The makers of Heavy Rain, and I really love what they had to offer. I love Heavy Rain. And they actually brought out what they've been working on. It's called Beyond something. I can't remember what it's called, but it's called Beyond. It was Project Beyond, okay? And it really looks nice, and this girl has, some type of mysterious powers or telekinesis. One of the members of the KC site, which is Smooth Criminal Dude, said that, she was going to be a god or something like that, but I don't know if she's going to be a god. I really don't know. So, the game looks really great. I was really excited for that. Good job for that. They were on a good track. And then they showed off Battle Royale, and they did some gameplay footage, and yet again, Sony announced that they were going to try to integrate the Vita, and that was going to be on a Vita so that you could have cross gameplay. So you could probably play on your Vita while it's on the screen. You get what I'm saying? Somebody can bring over their Vita instead of the PlayStation 3 controller and play Battle Royale, and with all the other three people that you're playing with. And you can take it on the go or whatever, so it's going to be on the Vita also. They say there's going to be some more titles for the Vita, but I'm surprised they didn't focus on the Vita this time. I'm really surprised they didn't focus on the Vita whatsoever. There were really no games. And then they were talking about that more games were going to be interconnected with the with the Vita and a PlayStation 3. And here we go again, trying to take shots at Nintendo. I mean, Microsoft and Sony really not making any true innovations, is basically trying to take shots at Nintendo. You know what I'm saying? I like, when people sometimes copy, and it's better for the market, but at the same time, you gotta do something different. You got to. Or unless we're going to have a stale gaming life, period. Because it's going to be people copying off of each other, and if we just copying off of each other, how can the competition, how can the market grow? You know what I'm saying? How can video games grow? You get what I'm saying? So, I still feel that way. But anyways, moving along, they announced that the Nathan Drake and the Big Daddy off of BioShock is going to be on the game also. So that means that they're including third-party characters onto Battle Royale for sure. And then, they were doing great. They were doing good. They were doing really good until they started to show off this bullcrap. Now, they showed off Assassin's Creed, okay? I really don't care about Assassin's Creed. You guys may bash me for this, but I really don't care about the series whatsoever. I don't care about Assassin's Creed 3. It looks pretty decent. But from what I've been hearing, you are overpowered as a character within the game, and you can really whoop on folks in that game. You know what I'm saying? Whereas you're too overpowered to the point whereas, you just can whoop on anybody that you can. So I'm like, okay, whatever. Assassin's Creed 3, they said it was going to become a bundle. It was going to be a white Vita. And it's going, a white Vita with Assassin's Creed in it. You get what I'm saying? So it's going to be Assassin's Creed for the Vita, and it's going to be a different game with a girl in it this time, a black female character, protagonist character within the game. And it's going to be bundled with the white Vita for a retail copy of We Don't Know Yet. And then they have Assassin's Creed 3, and they said they were working closely with Ubisoft or whatever, and they said that they're going to have a bundle this holiday season or something like that with the PlayStation 3 bundle along with Assassin's Creed 3. And I forgot to mention that the Vita version will come with a 4 gig memory card stick along with Assassin's Creed. So moving along, okay, whatever, big deal. we started going with Far Cry, and I'm like, this really looks familiar. You know what I seen this from? The Ubisoft press conference, man. We already seen this crap before. They could have just told us what it had to offer and moved along. You could have showed different games at that time. We don't need to show third-party games, multiplats all the time. But what was new about this game was that it's going to be 4-player co-op for the PlayStation version. So the PlayStation version will have 4 players on there, okay? And they said it was going to be exclusive for the PlayStation 3 or whatever. You're going to get exclusive DLC for both Assassin's Creed and this game. I'm like, big deal. Okay, moving along. They talked about this game called Book of Spells, and it's going to be a move game, and J.K. Rowling was on it. I'm like, okay, look, Harry Potter lady, I really like your books, and I like your movies and all that stuff, but, I mean, like, don't show this stuff on stage. She wasn't there in person, but she made part of the game. She helped make the game. So, we're hitting a bumpy road. We have 2 multiplats that hit the stage that could have been briefly spoken about and moved along. And then we have a kiddie game or a casual game that could have been spoken about very briefly and moved along, but it was very dragged out. So next thing that we see is God of War, and it looks beast. Okay, the game looks beast. It's Kratos, it's the same thing. They didn't show no more multiplayer. And then the next thing that we see in the last thing is The Last of Us. And it looks okay. You know, a lot of people will jump on the fanboy wagon and say, oh, it's made from Naughty Dog and all this stuff. It's going to be a good game, blah, 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 blah. Whatever, I didn't see anything new. It looks like it's gritty. It's the same old. Until I see some more gameplay, that's when I'm going to judge it. And all I gotta say is that this press conference was subpar at best. Nintendo better blow it out of the water and show some more innovation, because right now gaming is very stagnated. I don't know if it's because they're planning on working on their next system and they don't want to go all out with their other consoles as far as the PlayStation and Microsoft, but man, seriously. It was subpar at best. They have more games that I like on the PlayStation more than Microsoft, but subpar at best. And with that said, K91 out. Stay tuned for Nintendo's press conference in the morning. When I get done with that and tell you guys about that, I am going to do a wrap-up video of E3 overall at the end of the week. So, peace.